Mama. Mama. All right, I'll start the clock on this workout. Hopi Bear is going to be joining in for different parts of this throughout as we're putting Anna to bed as well. Got the workout. Boom, timer's going. Hopi Bear, we're going to start by balancing on the what? Yes, on the physio ball. If you can't see it, I promise you it's there. We got the physio ball. I'm starting with 2 minutes. Balancing on the ball. We're getting a lower body session in today. You guys can follow along at home. If you're watching the replay, again, save this, bookmark it, come back to it. We're going to get an awesome workout in. I promise you, Hope Bear won't be crying the whole time. Yes, Hope Bear, you hear mommy? So first things first, we're going to do a 2-minute ball kind of balancing warm-up. Part of what I like to do with my jiu-jitsu. Anna's going to roll through. What up, Anna? Get it up top. Bump it. Blow it up. Lock it. Lock it. Nice. Do it again. Boom. Bump it. Blow it up. Lock it. You know where Mama is? Here. Can you go to her? Bam. That's how we roll. So we got, again, about a minute in so far. The goal is first to just get, again, the core kind of fired up. A little bit. Then I'm going to do a little shadow boxing for 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll get a 5-minute warm-up. We'll get some dynamic stretching. Oh, yeah, Hopi Bear. And then we're going to do, again, a whole lower body session. You don't have to have a baby for this one. That's just added bonus points for my dads, my moms, and my parents out there. This is part of the core stability and getting our legs and our lower body involved as well. Oh, yes, Hopi Bear. Bonus points if you can keep your feet off the ground the whole time. Oh, yeah. Also, fun fact, this Sunday, that is January 4th, 2026, at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a breakdown on why my one word for this year is devotion, and the worksheet I utilized from the one word book and the one word workshop that even Rogue Combat Club puts on, how I got there. So if you guys want to follow along for that and get to a word that's going to basically be your compass or North Star for the year and help you in all your decision making, feel free to join in and tag along. Oh, hey, what's up, Carissa? Again, Carissa, you get that $50 gift card. The first person to comment on every platform, take a screenshot, shoot me an email with that screenshot. You get a $50 LOF gift card. Come on, Anna, this way, Bubby. Good night, guys. And then when you want me to, just tell me and I'll put it on the carrier. Okay, so we got 2 minutes of our balancing on the ball before I jump into the rest of my warm-up. I'm actually going to mix up. I'm breaking my fast right now. I've been fasting pretty much all day. So I have protein intake, so we're going to take this sea moss lemonade. This is the pina colada flavor. First, I just want to try it because I've not had this flavor. Ooh, that's good. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. This has 17 grams of sugar, so it's a great intra-workout or even pre-workout option combined with the electrolytes that it has in it and the phytonutrients. It's kind of sweet. And now I'm just throwing in a unflavored Giovanni protein powder pack. This is 10 grams of protein. So, again, it's not necessarily, this isn't a meal replacement. This is just a great combo for my intra-workout mix. I've just basically been drinking coffee, protein, and like water throughout the day. So now breaking that fast, I'm going to throw in a little bit of sugar, a little bit of protein, maximize my workout. So with that being said, let's get our bands here. And I'm going to get 2 minutes of just some shadow boxing fun. Uh-oh, someone's been messing with my bands, I can tell. No, I know y'all because they're not separated or categorized the way I thought they were. And then, right? Isn't Hope Bear so cute? So let's get our shadow boxing. And again, if you don't have any martial arts experience, that's totally okay. You can just use what you know or follow through other videos. I've got a variety of videos up working through how you can get your shadow boxing dialed in to be an effective training tool for whether it's cardiovascular training, neurological training, or for actually leveling up your martial arts. But again, today's going to be a lower body workout. You can follow along. You can bookmark this, come back to it, keep it. Each one of these, again, for the year of 2026, each workout I'm going to do is going to be a band-focused workout. So I'm going to use some complementary tools like a bar that goes with the bands, maybe kettlebells, maybe dumbbells. But all of the movements are not going to rely on anything else but the bands and body weight. Everything else is just bonus stuff. But we can do all this stuff with just bands themselves. Or again, just body weight, depending on where we're at. But I want to show you guys, I'm devoted to this mission of being able to have my health improve and my quality of life impacted with just bands as far as the workout. I'm not having a gym membership this year. The only gym I'm going to be utilizing is martial arts gyms at Road Combat Club, Redemption MMA, and doing jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, things like that. But I'm not going to really be lifting at a traditional gym. And if I am, it's going to be really just doing band workouts. All right, got like 30 seconds. We'll go through the rest of our dynamic stretches and get into the workout from here. And again, if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll be checking the comments in the chat. Not only the live chat, but if you watch the replay, I'll be circling back to the comments as well. I always like to circle back to the comments and see what's valuable, what people are even offering critique on, like, hey, this is boring. Oh, you're just grifting and you're trying to sell me stuff. Whatever the feedback is, I genuinely appreciate and enjoy it. And boom, that's our 2-minute time. You are so slow. Bro, nobody's listening. Except that what's ironic is, but thank you for the comments. Appreciate that. Great feedback. So slow. And now we're going to get into the rest of the dynamic stretching, and then we're going to get into our lower body fun. So with that being said, let's start with a nice hip opener. For lower body especially, I find this one to be extremely impactful and hitting multiple points along the chain. Also, this is a variation we can do for upper body, but lower body version, we're just getting a nice little hip hinge. We're going to walk it out. I'm going to take a nice step forward. Going to reach. Going to kick back. And then I'm going to switch sides. Uh-oh, the kids are going to lose it. Kick back. And then I walk myself back. And we're going to do that for 3 repetitions. So I'm hinging, walking it out, stepping, reach, kick back, switch. Boom. Oh, that's a good stretch. Let's do that one more time. And let's get it again. So the first thing we're going to do that. So literally like just going between that as a dynamic stretch. And we're going to warm up the feet, going to a little heel toe rock. So I'm getting on the balls of my feet, getting onto my heels. I'm going to do this back and forth for about 30 seconds to a minute. Again, one of the slept on ways that we can warm up is ankle and foot warm-ups, cueing, and strength and dexterity. So something I highly focus on nowadays as I get older and encourage those I work with and coach. And even here, especially lower body days or martial arts training, functional training, sports training, work on your lower body. And make sure you got your dog with you. Right, Misha Bishers? Mish. Misha's a good girl. Yes, puppies. All right, we got like 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go into, I'm going to show you guys another variation I like to play with when it comes to the feet and ankles. It becomes really impactful. And again, we can always level this up with bands. So I'm going to add a banded variation so you guys can kind of see that extra engagement. So I'm busting out my short loop bands here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw them on my ankles. And we're going to focus on eversion and inversion of the foot, which is a fancy way of saying I'm going to take both my feet. I'm getting on the outer portion of it for this round. I'm just going to laterally step right and left, and I'm adding in the band. So now I'm not only just getting in the foot and ankle dynamic and engagement, but I'm also getting hip, abductor, and abductor activation. We're going to do this for, again, 30 seconds. And then I'm going to do the opposite, where I'm going to have my weight going onto the inner portion of my foot. So we're going to go from an eversion to an inversion and vice versa. We got both sides. So we got the anterior tibialis fired up. We got our calf fired up and activated. So now we're going to do the opposite. That's 30 seconds same. Now I'm having the weight almost on the arch of my foot, on that inner portion, and I'm laterally stepping. So we're going, again, left and right to get that engagement. And I see the comments coming in, so I'm going to check those in between. But again, I appreciate you guys for commenting, whatever it is you have to say or share feedback. And for those that are the first to comment on whatever platform, take a screenshot, send it to my email, lifeofafighter@gmail.com, and you can collect your $50 LOF gift card you can use for our coaching or our services on our app. And eventually we're going to be expanding that to Amazon and our apparel line. Oh, hey, what's up? Dropped by to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thanks, Sizzle. I appreciate you. First off, that's a great name. Sizzle, serve, yum. And Mr. Nunn? Question mark. I don't know who Mr. Nunn is, but that's a great name. It's been forever. All right, Hope Air, ready to tag in? So now Barry's going to be putting Anna to bed. So that means I get to hang on or hang out with Hope Air for this workout. So we're going to add this phase. We got the warm-up pretty much done. So now I'm going to be adding a little layer of resistance to this with Hope throughout parts of the workout while managing everything else. Let's see what we got here. Oh, might be you look like Miss. I mean, it could be Mr. Nunn. I'll just say I am Mr. Nunn. Yes, Hope Air. All right, you ready? So we got Hope Air tagging in. This is part of the resistance. If you don't have a baby at home, you can still do this workout. Just going to have to tweak a couple things. Watch your fingies. I know, bubbies. All right, so Hope Air, the first thing we're going to do is we're doing 3 sets of squats. So we're going to turn them into Zercher squats. Okay, hi, Mr. M. What's up? What's up? Just saying this. So here's what we're going to do. I already preloaded my resistance band-friendly bar. Now, again, you don't need a bar for this. You can literally just use the band itself and do Zercher squat variations or regular squat variations. We come with handles. I'll be demoing that as well. But for this one, I actually really like doing the Zercher with the bar, so I wanted to show this as an additional accessory. But again, you don't have to actually use this. And I'll kind of show you the placement and the pieces, and Misha's going to get excited about jumping in. Misha Beeshers, can you scooch back a little bit, bubbies? Mish, over here, bub. We're just going to have Misha. Oh, my God, tripping me up. Okay, so I'm going to anchor this down. First round is kind of like a warm-up round, okay? So I'm just getting some good spacing. And again, I don't need to use the bar. We can do this without the bar as well. We don't need a baby either. So for our Zerchers, we're underhooking it, okay? How's that feel, Hope Air? Good pressure or not so good pressure? Pressure seems to be okay for Hope Air. Going down nice, slow, and controlled. Driving up. We're going 8 to 12. 2, 3. Come on, buddy. Okay, I'll do it under you. I'll do it under your butt. 9. All right, Hope Air wants to face out. 11 and 12. Okay, Hope Bears. I got you, girl. Don't worry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the bar. That gets a little uncomfortable for Hope Air. And for the second round, we'll just do it without the bar. There's no real weight to this. It's more just the placement and being able to have a different layer of positioning, which I do enjoy. But again, you don't need it. It's not a must-have, it's a nice-to-have. Second round, we'll just use the bands. Let's see. Nice, doing workout with the baby. You know it. We make it happen no matter what. That's that dad life. Tagging in, supporting where we can. All right, so we got Again, about another 45 seconds. These are where I'm going to take a swig of my pina colada flavored sea moss lemonade with my protein powder thrown in from Truvani, a plant-based one. So this is basically 10 grams of protein. We got 20 grams carbs. This is 150 calories. It's a really good ratio for like intra workout style, especially if your main focus is strength and performance. If your overall goal is like fat loss and body recomposition, I could play with the ratios here. But by adding in protein, especially since I've been fasting all day, it's like a perfect blend, a nice little pick me up. Okay. With that being said, I've talked a whole minute. Let's go round number 2. Ready, Hobie Bear? So again, now we're just going to take the bar out of it. It's the same thing. Same exact thing. I'm getting some good distance between my feet. Nice tension. I'm going to come under. I'm getting into that Zercher position, so I'm holding it under my elbows. And now we're going to just control it on the way down. And I hope Bear. Yes. Yes, Bubby. And what the great thing about it is I can really force my elbows to open, so external rotation. And okay, Bubby, we'll go under the butt. Oh, Bubby, you want mommy? Okay. So that's round 2 down. I'll take a minute. We're going to go one more round. And again, I'll keep checking the comments in between. But also feel free to bookmark this, come back if you want to follow along with the workout or you just want to check it out. That's cool. So I'll see any questions here. Doesn't look like any. Yeah, adding on Hober, she's like 17, 18 pounds now. Gives a nice little extra little bit. Nothing too crazy, but some helpful resistance. Yes, I know Hobie Bear Daddy's sweaty. I know, bubbies. I know. This is a very telling live stream, especially on a Friday. See who shows up, who doesn't, to check stuff out, who's like actually out, especially the last day before people probably going back to school, getting back into normal work routine, getting off the holidays. I was always curious to see who shows up when. Who's going to show up during these times where traditionally we're on vacation. And just because I wasn't live streaming, I was literally pretty much working out every single day this week. So hopefully you guys are also staying devoted to your health and all your other goals you're setting. Okay, round number 3. Ready, Hobert? Yeah. One more round, okay. You ready? You don't like that? All right, so we're gonna have to modify that a little bit. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn it into a back squat. So what that basically means is I'm going to leverage it overhead, be able to turn it into a traditional back squat. Yes, this hat's killing me. I got you, bubbies. Don't worry. Yes. So obviously with a baby, a little bit trickier. But now we're turning into a back squat. Big chest. Bubbies. Daddy's got you. And I got you, bubby. Going 8 to 12. 6. Yes. 8. 9. 7. One more. Bam. All right, so You take a minute rest. This is where we're going to superset it with a deadlift variation. I'm going to go with a straight leg or RDL variation. You're going to throw a green band on. Hopefully Anna falls asleep relatively soon, so then I can get Hopi Bear off my chest. Or would you rather go on the walker, buddies? What do you think? You want the walker versus being on my chest? I don't think you're going to love the deadlift. Let's get you in the walker. This is where we get the tag in the walker, though. Having the right tool for the right job. Yeah, Bobby. Oh, bear. All right, so Hope Bear's going to tag in for the funsies. Bobby, you just want to be held. You just want to be held. I feel you, girl. All right, so I'm going to lock this puppy down. Yes. Yes. You ready? You ready, Hope Bear? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Yes, Bobby, 2 more. 1 more, Hopi Bear. Bam. Okay. Now we're going to superset this. I believe it's with a kettlebell goblet squat variation, which again, we can use just the bands for this one as well. Let me just double check. Yes, Bobbies. Yeah, the replays on this are going to be not so fun, I guess, y'all. So if you're sticking around for this, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so we're doing a deadlift supersetting with kettlebell goblet squat. And again, you don't need a kettlebell. You could literally just do the bands. But I'm going to show you both. For the kettlebell, I'm going to just throw the bands on the kettlebell for the first round. And the next rounds, I'm just going to use bands to show you how you can do it without this. Basically just loop it through right here. Bam. And now I'm going to step on and anchor it just like I did for the deadlift. I got it over there. Look. Ooh, did I kick that? There you go. Can you reach it? So again, we're going to just get some nice resistance here. Going to grab that kettlebell by the horns and just holding it right in front of our chest. Now, if I wanted to, I could also do a bottoms up. We have the bottom of the kettlebell facing up as well, which is also really fun, which I personally enjoy more. So we're going to go with a bottoms up kettlebell. And again, we're going 8 to 12. I hear you, Hope Bear. Two more. All right, there's 12. So that's our first. For our next superset, we're going to take a minute. We're going to hit it again. And get a swig of my True Sea Moss lemonade pina colada flavor with the Travani protein. It's actually really good. Now, probably wouldn't make it. Oh, it's got. That's what it is. Coconut. That's what's helping the pina colada. That makes sense. Now, again, I wouldn't do this every workout, but on the ones where I'm like fasted, want a little bit of energy, throwing in protein with something like this is honestly a pretty solid option. In general, though, when I'm like eating prior to the workout, just being able to do water really is helpful, or even an electrolyte blend. Come on, puppy. Come on. You want to come over here? You can walk towards me all over again. Yes, puppy. All right, so that looks like it's about our minute. Back to our RDF. Oh, that kills me, Hopi Bear. Come on, puppy, ready? And up. Shh. Yes, Hopi. Like we should make our sound remix. What do you think, Hopi Bear? $12 on that. Now we're going 12 to, again, our bottoms up kettlebell. Oh, bear! Hopi Bear. Okay. You want to come work out with me? Not mess with the tripod? Yeah. Let's get it. So I can, again, even have the bands on the outer portion of my thighs to engage and stimulate that adduction of my legs. Hope you're kidding. She's about to knock my. Or you can see in this one how you can let the band go in the inner part of your thighs too, not have. Let's clear a path. Just clear this. Okay, go ahead, buddy. Now you have free range. You're not going to bump into anything. You're good to go. All right, we got one more round. Oh, bear. You just want mommy? You want to come work out with daddy? Come here, buddies. Let's see if we can help the lining. Okay. Oh, bear. Oh, bear, buggies. Yes. Yes. I know. We got to get that work in, bubbies. Dads, moms, I wonder if you can relate. Just like trying to get it in where you can, and just some days the kids are less willing to accommodate than others. They're just doing the best that we can. And sometimes that means doing it in front of them, being able to stop the workout and helping them out. I know. All right, back in the work. We got one more set, okay, bubs? One more set. Let's just do one more, then we're done, okay? Now, one more superset. This one's going to be a quick one. This is where I know I got to cut the workout short. Dad duty calls. Right out there. What I'll do, too, is I'm also going to pivot this to the side. Let's just kind of open this up a little so you can kind of see. All right, there's our 12 reps. Now we got last 12 on our bottoms up banded kettlebell. Get our tension here into bottom position. And again, we have the option to position the bands on the outside of our legs, driving that stimulus. Open the legs. We can put them on the inside as well. And not have that same cue. I'm going to keep it on the outside though, so you guys can see what I'm talking There's our show. And the cool thing is, for kettlebell swings too, like we could do really interestingly loaded and dynamically driven kettlebell swings. But that was going to pretty much do it for this lower body workout. I'm losing hope there, I can tell. She's getting frustrated. We got in a good 6, 9 total working round sets. And heart rate's nice and stimulated. Perfect timing, just finished up my drink. And I'll be back again Sunday, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, going over the one-word workshop and how I got to devotion, my one word this year. And speaking of devotion, not only do I be devoted to not only do I get to be devoted to my health goals, my overall quality of life, but to my kids, my partner, my fiance, my friends, my business, getting to be devoted to all these things. Doing it, not just going through the motions, we're doing it with full care. If I continued the workout, I also feel like I wouldn't be embodying that with devoted as a father. So that's going to do it for now, right, Hope Air? We're going to tag out and hang. Peace, y'all. Later, Amazon peeps. Later, everybody.